Well, considering nothing changed for the North team.
Well, nothing should change for either team, right?
Correct. I was going to say.
Okay.
So for Ppeye, we've got a Marceau, alleged gearing, smokes and torps is what he's built into. A daring with reload.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Marceau is heading over to Apples with the San Martin in tow. San Martin's built how you would build a San Martin typically. We have an Ohio. So we have the Ohio, Castile,
Vigilance.
Brisbane heading to Donuts. Does he have entrance? Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I probably would have put something in the turret diverse though too. I mean, you're running a specialized captain and not utilizing any of his skills, so
Right. That's kind of
could have just brought a standard captain at that point to where the Montana is at least utilizing the turret diverse. We saw how deadly Montanas can be, but it looks like the Deering and Montana are also heading to Apples. Moskva is probably going to park behind Bacon. Possibly he's taking the safe way. The Marceau has rushed in. Oh my God! Both Marceaus rushed into the Thunderdome.
We're gonna see a Marceau versus Marceau like knife fight here. Now I haven't gone through the build over here on Ortus yet. So Ortus has their Marceau. Obviously they got radio location. They could see each other. There's a Vamp Deuce. That's the first time seeing a Vamp Deuce for the day. They've got a Moskva, the unique upgrade, going to the typical traditional Moskva side. Same thing on the other side there. That's Skyflame. This is a reload Moskva instead of a unique upgrade Moskva, which is interesting. We got a Montana who says, yo, I can do this game with 2 flags less. So he's running that.
Just got punched by the Colombo.
Yep. And then let's see, what else do we have? We've got, speaking of the Colombo, there's our Colombo build with unique upgrade. And a Brisbane. Pretty much what you'd expect to see on a Brisbane, frankly. Except he's going for guns. I would have thought he'd go for torps, just to luck chuck him like crazy. There's our 420 Blaze It Hargamo. And in the middle is Chemil in a Gdansk with range build. Cheshire is about to die. There we go. When we have restarts, I do like to go over both teams once again because when I put these out to YouTube, especially game ones, I cut the the part, you know, to restart. What's the point to be like, oh, we're back and oh, we're stopping, you know? I have to cut something anyway. If it's a game 2 or game 3, it's not a big deal because they're just gonna release the entire match in YouTube anyway. I'll just change the timestamp where it starts.
Sadly, the Marceau said, hey, we're just going to force an engagement right away, so one of us would have been in trouble anyways.
Yep. When you go into the Thunderdome, you got to be prepared to not leave it. And even Aspirin is still in a tenuous position there.
Really, he's safe. Nobody can do anything about him, shoot him. Like, yeah, he's stuck there for Moskva Hydro duration.
I
but
see
they
some
forced
shells on him, but maybe that was Castilla, I thought.
They did force the daring off of ACAP.
Well, Ortus might be coming up with some lucky torpedoes here as well. Nope. Brisbane has his Hydro up early. Smart decision. Able to dodge those torpedoes easily.
Now, Ortus's Gdansk is extremely low, which kind of means you really don't want to be bumping a DD at this point until you need to guarantee a trade.
Correct.
You know? But what I would be doing with their Gdansk now is maybe spotting for the Gunmo Brisbane. You know, like they're definitely calling. They're definitely calling out, radar.
And the thing is, you can't go into B. So
Yeah.
you might as well go someplace else that's going to be useful. Okay, he's decided to go into C now. Ooh, Colombo shell's coming in on the Brisbane.
Oof. Good ass smokes up and starts farming out the Ohio.
Might as well. Oh, here's our typical death snail on the 910 line.
Oh, I think Aspirin's making a mistake by staying in the Thunderdome when you could.
When you have the chance to get out.
Down,
Yeah.
get out.
Yep.
Like, you did your job. Time to move on to a new job. Be the one to actually touch B. You have the speed to dodge Moskva shells.
Alternately,
Force,
he also has the speed to
radar
YOLO.
out.
He also has the speed to YOLO this Moskva too.
What? There's no way he knows if this hydro's down. It's going to be impossible for him to know this. Ironically, I say that jokingly. The Moskva's hydro is actually ready.
It's ready now because he sat and waited so long. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I mean. Like, the minute you know that hydro's down, like, why are you still in here?
Why are you even on this side? Why are you within hydro range of this side? Go to the north part of the island at least. I just made a frowny face. Go to the north part of the island at least, because there you can't be hydroed. Oh, never mind. There's the radar.
You know what else you could do on the north side? Shoot your guns at something, possibly.
Like the Montana. Oh, that would be helpful.
Oh, whoa. We already said he
that.
did his job. How much more helpful do you need him to be?
Well, that's the thing. He clocked in for the week and he's done. Maybe they don't pay overtime over there.
Daring's coming under heavy fire. Then why is he even playing on a Sunday? This is double time, baby.
That's true. This is EU. Huh? What are European labor laws regarding working on Sundays anyways?
I have no idea, and to be honest with you, I kind of don't. I kind of don't care because I could tell you a story about some of the Europeans I've met while working at U.S. Steel. Kind of made me laugh and cry all at the same time.
Let's not go there.
Oh, I'm just saying the way they do things is a little bit differently than here.
Of course.
Ironically, too, I've ran into a couple French nuclear workers while I was at a plant once. That was kind of funny, though, too. Not as sad, just funny and more or less from their perspective. Kind of made me giggle a little bit. But with all of that EU labor laws, C got flipped. Ppeye got seen. They now have two caps to Ortus is one. But more importantly, there is no way Ortus is getting that Thunderdome because that Marcel is guarding that thing like he loves Mad Max.
He's actually like beached into it, like face into the island. So,
No, he's going over to go to the movie theater to watch Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, baby.
That's right. That's right. He's going into is that the sail-through theater instead of the drive-through? Anyway.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Good use by the Daring to smoke up Montana for PPI.
Brisbane's making a mad rush for the island because he doesn't want to be shot at because Brisbane kind of squishy.
Just a little.
Right. And I mean that keeps you safe from Moskva and well quite literally anything in front of you. But the other thing this does is like people don't want to rush into you because you have torpedoes.
Moskva's on the move. They've decided this Marceau has survived long enough. And they want their Moskva to be YOLO'd. They wanted it earlier, didn't happen, so they're gonna make it happen now. Nope, never mind. Well, he gets one rack off. Moskva stops just in time to be able to take all 3. Ouch.
I mean, you have 2 caps. You are literally holding.
Yeah, so you might as well go do something.
Ortus has decided to let a Marcel just sit in the middle and do nothing. You didn't need the kill.
No.
Like, ironically, letting him stay in that Thunderdome guarantees you a kill when you need it. You didn't need it now.
Well, and the big thing is, now Ponk is stuck in that.
Yeah.
And this Moskva Skyflame, once that Moskva's done, he has the actual flexibility. If he wants to try to work his way into B, he might be able to grab it. Got this Ohio in front of him that's going to stop him, but...
Nice, they got the kill on the Vamp Deuce.
Yep.
Now, this Monspot going in got two destroyers killed. The question's going to be, he has to wait for his heal if he's going to make a play on trying to get out. Like, you got to give him that. He's got to get his heal up. The question is, will he, once he gets his first heal up, because you don't have the time for 2. Once it's done, are you going to make a play to get out of there?
Well, meanwhile, on the other side, PPI just lost their Ohio. That's the problem when you push. You give up HP as you push, and you've got 2 cruisers that are both making love to islands, which aren't going to get shot at. So that means everybody's going to shoot the Ohio instead. So, you know, all of this was going down, and see, everything was looking good. The Moskva said, I got to do something. He goes in, almost gets himself killed, and that completely unhinges everything for PPI.
Yes, but hold on.
What?
Ortus Montana is saying, streamers, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm making a mad push now, which makes the Moskva positioning even better.
This is true, but the other Moskva, Ortus's Moskva, is about to radar. Kept to lead. Oh, he knows to stay within 12. But look how close he was to that red line. Frankly, I'm really surprised that the Montana chose to go into the Thunderdome. Actually, there's 2. Skyflame is going into it too. They're going to execute this Moskva.
I'm sure something else is going on somewhere else, but right now it's all about the Thunderdome. And watching...
the Montana's looking at something else. Okay, so that Ortus's Moskva finally kills the Daring. Montana is busy looking at the San Martin. Megaponka doesn't care about the Montana because the Montana doesn't care about him, and he's going to take advantage of these easy shots on the Montana. No, he's not, because Skyflame is there to cover the Montana's rear, who just gave up so much hit points to make all of this happen so that he could kill the San Martin. But it doesn't matter because they're winning. There goes Ortus's Columbo. Brizzy Torps. That's why Brizzy Torps are so great. That's why you build them for Torp. You just luck chuck them like crazy.
Oh my god, if something sneezes in Garing's direction, he's dead.
Yep. Speaking of, oof.
That could have been a massive oof on the Brisbane. They are giving up C-Cap. Ortus was clearly pissed off about Moskva going in and killing the Marceau, was just trying to watch a movie in the Thunderdome. About a Thunderdome. And that's a lot of fire coming in on Brisbane.
Yep. Okay, so PPI has the cap lead, point lead, but definitely not the ship lead.
No, but I mean, that kill was definitely big for PPI.
Yeah, the Brisbane kill? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, I like the gearing. Like, hold on, I need to smoke you.
if Brisbane survives the shot from Montana,
Oh.
that's actually big brain smoke there.
Yes, and
I mean,
that's big
'cause
brain
you
turning
are-
into teammate torpedoes.
I, you know what? I would have personally ate every single one of those just to make sure I put a nice, good straight line out for the Brisbane.
Yeah, I know. Grizzly radar is
Gumo's
up, catches
caught.
the Gumo, and the Castilla is right there. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Funny button, I'm
Look.
sure, is being used.
I'm pretty sure the Spanish do.
He didn't use the funny button. He held. Very
I hope he's
interesting.
got the funny button now because they need it. This
That's what I
Gumo's
mean.
gotta
Just
die
unload.
now.
Just absolutely unload all the shells. Montana
And the
shells. from
reason
long
I say
range?
that is because you have a Montana Moskva fight, and if the Montana doesn't win this or it gets rammed, it's actually a bigger points flip because that's
Yep.
a battleship and cruiser.
Yep. I don't get that decision to not use the funny button there. Let's go back and take a look at this.
A lot of blind fire in on that smoke.
And that's what they need to do. All right. Who's gonna get this? It looks like Ortus is gonna get the ram. Go back to the
That-
smoke here.
That
Argumo
flip points lead.
Argumo is getting. See, this is the smoke mod. It puts the smoke at the center. So as he's reversing, he's telling him, "I'm right here. Shoot here." And now they're just kind of shooting along that line. They're getting a couple of hits here and there.
They need to push them off this cap for the, I believe, the timer to flip for them. And there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Ppeye might still win this.
There's no more radar left from the Brisbane.
Yep. And he's on his last heel. Castilla, though. One more Montana salvo coming in for him. Not enough.
Could have been so bad.
Torpedoes on the Brisbane.
Here's the question. Because of the, it was a battleship cruiser ram.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody from PPI dies, does the Moskva make it to D in time to actually flip it back for them?
By the way, if you look at the points, battleship and cruiser are the same points. 40, 40, 40.
Are they really?
Yes. Hold the tab and take a look.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Gumo detected. They know how important it is to kill this Castilla. He's at 1,000 hit points. Moskva shooting broadside at. Oh! They clinch it! They clinch it. The Castilla throws his ship away when he could have just gone behind the island and been safe.
Ironically, he needed to go on the side with the Gdansk and remain spotted.
Yeah. Instead, he came out in front of literally the entirety of the rest of the team. What a finish!
Wow.
Wall is all I got too. Wall is.
I mean, if you traded for the Montana in the Thunderdome, I think it would have been worth it. But, I mean, I would have left the Marceau in there as a pocket easy kill.
There were so many just, bad plays. That the decision to send the Moskva from PPI in hurt, right? And then
you didn't need it at the time. Right? Because they just got the C cap, you know?
Yeah. And then I'm just thinking about that Montana. I mean, that it's crazy because especially in random, so many times you see teams get stuck on one side of this map over by the Thunderdome, and then they can't get back out again, right? In this case, they were stuck. They were trying so hard to get back in, and the Castilla went right back into. Oh, I would hate to be in that voice room. Say that. Because you know that everyone's screaming at him. Like, Liv, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, he was radared by the Gdansk on that side of the island, which, you know, I mean, hindsight is always 2020.
Did he know that
Right, you
Moskva
go-
was down to the south? Who knows?
Yeah, but it's one of those situations. Oh, look, I'm finally dark. Oh, thank God. Oh, crap, I just got radared, right? Like,
Right.
at that moment, you instantly know I made the wrong decision. Right? I hope I can survive this. Like, Gdansk radar is not long. And it's like, I just need to survive this one set of everybody's salvo. And sadly, he wasn't able to. You know, because if they don't kill him, he actually goes dark there. And nobody gets eyes or another shot in on him. Like, granted, the shots will be all dark. You know, you could get lucky there. I actually have a clip, little self-promotion, haha, of me in a Montana watching a Malta make his turn. He goes dark, and you know, I'm waiting for my guns to reload. I'm like, okay, I think he's gonna repair, and I take the blind shot, and double Citadel yeeted a carrier from range. You know, blind shots do happen. You know, so they know where the casino is going to be, parked there because he doesn't want to get spotted. So it makes your mini-map shooting just a little bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all, we're gonna do. I got the commercial break going now. Anyway, to do that so that in case this goes 2-0, we can quickly pivot and find something else. They only could have killed that Haragumo in that smoke. Right? Like, literally, if they could have landed 2 or 3 more shells. Unbelievable. We're going. Time for me to get the next Stream Raider started. Team's not wasting any time for this game. Okay. Get into the battle. Ppeye on the left this time. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's our game 2 of Ppeye versus Ortus. This is Trap. Our first look at Trap of the day. We have a Gdansk for Ppeye with all the guns. A Marsu. Another Marsu. One is using Honore, the other one is using Abanyul. And a Moskva. Mega Polka again, and there's our Castilla. Our San Martin. Another Moskva, unique upgrade this time. A Montana. And a St. Vincent. Oops.
All right,
Sorry about that.
so
Hold on 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
to the south, we have a not full 420 blazing, just the mod Haragumo with a. Oh, I'm shocked and appalled. Radar Minotaur. Never would have saw that coming. Heading to Apples with the Moskva in tow. Monty's setting up. It looks like in between. Well, that's just going to be apple pie because it's that big. Between apple pie and bacon. Let's see. That is a unique mod. Moskva American built battleship. With what is that? Survivability. Let's see. Reload Moskva is going to park behind Bacon. Salem, St. Vincent, and Marceau with reload are going to donut, and our Salem is radar.
And our St. Vincent wants to dabble in matches with his Furious.
I don't know why.
Well, speaking of I don't know why, take a look at Ortus's Marceau, who's about to get completely ganked by 2 Ppeye Marceaus. Oh, and the rest of his team.
Well, he regards taking that shot now.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually could have been so bad for the other Marceau, St. Vincent AP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have a Marceau drag race. I'm pretty sure Marceau's going to win, and Marceau's going to go down to, well, everybody.
Marceau. Yeah. And first blood, 2 minutes and 37 seconds into the game. That's ranked bronze, baby.
I kind of like this play, you know, because traditionally we would be going, oh, well, C and D are to, you know, give me caps, you know, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But with Marceau's, there's literally no more, well, that's my home cap. That's, hey, we beat you to your apparent home cap. Good luck getting it now.
Right. Yeah, this is a very aggressive early position here. I like it. It really forces Ortus just be on the back foot. And it takes that whole part of the map away from them. While that's been going on, Ortus does take the B cap for free with the Vamp Deuce. But it's 2 caps to 1.
I was going to say, but well, with the aggressive Marceaus, they literally own half this board already.
Yeah. I mean, they are so far ahead, the rest of the team's like, slow down, wait, let me catch up.
I mean, all they need right now is a Marceau's technically, you know, let's pop out, let's stick together. Cesare needs to take the lead. And all they need to do is just keep the St. Vincent spotted.
Yep.
Right, just keep the St. Vincent spotted because it gives people at least a target until everybody gets in a better position.
You got it.
To do that something. It looks like the push squad should be focusing on the Moskabach because that will leave the vampire kind of exposed if he decides to stay in B.
Speaking of pushing, Ortus has decided that they are going to need to push to the south since they're kiting away from the north. So I think what they were planning to be their kite side is now suddenly their push side. And we've got a Minotaur coming out of smoke detected. And I wonder if this... There's the Puffs waiting for that Montana to shoot. Unfortunately, he's missing.
They need to get this Brisbane kill. Or Gdansk kill.
I say, what Brisbane? Yeah. They need to get the Gdansk, absolutely. They're not going to get it, though. Moo! Baby. They're still fishing for it. They're still trying. 156. Oh. Wait, there's more.
No, they don't have them anymore.
Oh.
Well, San Martin's going to be the ire of this Araguma Minotaur Montana or Moskva.
Yeah, when I rotated down the Moskva, just taken some torps and was forced to DCP. This DCP is available again, though, so there's that. But they need to get him out of the cap. They do. So now they can start getting cap progress for the A cap. Meanwhile, looks like the Vamp Deuce has decided to try to come out and spot the Marceaus. So they've gone into cover, and they said, all right, now is the time for the rest of the team who's caught up. Carry us to victory.
Ugh. Monty does have his guns
exciting.
looking at the this push coming out of the north.
Mm-hmm.
Ortus's Monty, that is. This Grenadier is dead the second he gets spotted.
Oh yeah. He's not able to do it. Now, I wonder, A would tick at the same rate, even though it's a bigger cap, right? Let's see. +3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gdansk radaring, trying to see if the Hargumo is nearby. He doesn't, obviously, like you said, want to get spotted, so...
He can't afford it. The problem now is...
It's going to give him this overconfidence.
If he gets spotted by this Gumo, and the Gumo doesn't open up, that saves precious HP from the Haragumo. As long as he doesn't eat these torpedoes.
The difference is going to be the radar. And there's the Moskva's radar. That's going to catch him right there. And the Gdansk is just too deep. He waited too long. He loitered too long. Gumo not opening up. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, exactly. I would be opening up too. This guy's solo. Just get him done. And there's the Moskva. Unique upgrade for the win with the accuracy. Oh no, a Montana salvo when you're bow in. Yeah, look at what that did. Niente. Meanwhile, Ppye's Marceau goes into the B cap. Said, fine, if you want to stop us from pushing, we'll just go into the middle and take your other cap from you.
And ironically, sadly for the Vamp, like what does he do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you try to defend B, or do you come out and start spotting for your team? Like, he's only 1 DD, he can only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, this San Martin is spotted.
Oh, yeah, but he's spotting the Haragumo too with his radar, and Montana just dunked on him.
Well, Haragumo is bow into a San Martin, so, yay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, at this point, he needs to keep the San Martin spotted. He knows there's no radar. He knows he's going to be safe keeping this guy spotted.
Well, wait, does he have his funny button? He does. Radar's back in 10 seconds. And he does pop the heel.
Willie's
the border.
Well, the border's going to help out a lot here.
Yes, it will. That's going to give him precious time to pop that radar, baby. Bing! There's the win button. And that might be long enough to allow the Montana to get the shot off. If he's looking, he's not. That's a huge, unfortunate situation.
Now, the problem with border humping is when you kind of go straight in like this, you kill everything in our, broadside. So, you, in essence, don't turn. The
Right.
Gumo does go down, but more importantly, this push Ortus out of A can now start focusing in on dealing with the Montana or pushing back into B.
They've got full flexibility. They've won this flank completely. Ppeye is forced back out of here now. And the other big thing was Ppeye... Was it Ppeye that lost their Vamp... No, it was Ortus that lost their Vamp Deuce. So with Ortus losing their Vamp Deuce, they don't have anything to deal with the Salem and St. Vincent that are slowly working their way up.
Well, the only destroyer you have left is called Minotaur.
Cheshire in the Marceau is trying to get in a torp angle, but he gotta be very close to being spotted. No, actually, he's not too bad. St. Vincent coming up on the firing line.
Now, I wonder how effective Salem radar's been, and the answer is 0 because he still has all 4.
Yep. Cheshire now opening up, knowing the Salem is distracted. Something that you see a lot of the high-tier play, too. You watch to see where their guns are pointed, and if they open up on something, you start shooting at them, because if they're going to take the guns off of their target and focus on you, that saves your teammate. If they're not going to do that, then you just get to farm for free. And St. Vincent seals the deal, killing the Salem. And we're going to another game 3, Puddin'.
Shocked.
Woo.
I'm absolutely shocked.
This has been a great day on EU. Land of Fire. Coming up next. All right, well. Again, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all, and we're gonna be bringing you guys NA in some. I saw some people asking in chat. We've got an hour and 20 minutes until NA is supposed to start. So it might be a photo finish. I don't know how much of a break we're gonna get. I'm gonna run a commercial break now, and go to the cycle here. I gotta think about what I can do for that cycle build. I think I need to reduce the timing on it. Maybe I get rid of this rewards, because nobody really cares about the rewards, right? I know what I can do. I can change it to next map. I can just do that. That's fine. That's easy. Then from that, go to the map pool and map bands. That's fine. And then ship bands. That's fine. Map render scene. I mean, it gives people something to look at, but I don't think it matters so much. Ship bands. Next. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we are missing out on. The best of 3, but that'll be more for next weekend. I'll put it in anyway.
Ooh. These are turning out to be some pretty good games.
Oh yeah, that's what I said, right? Exactly. We'll leave it like that. Modifying it a little bit like that. Let's see how that goes. Catch up on Discord. Gonna run out of water here pretty soon. This is a game 3. Is there anything else after this schedule? There's a chance that we'll catch maybe one game 3 of the series that just started. And that's the most we get. Border humping and caught shameful? No. If that gets you the win.
But border hump? What was the question?
Shameful was the comment, that it's shameful to border hump. Hey,
No.
hate the game, not the player.
It's not against the rules.
All right, let's go. PPI's on. Turn that off. Game. And turn off the ad break.
Somebody said the kind words about me. I could be a little harsh at times.
Oh, let's not do that.
Well, it brings tear to my eyes that somebody thinks of me in a positive light.
Aw. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with Game 3, PPI versus Ortus. Both teams desperately need the win to stay in the tournament. Otherwise, they are done for the weekend. We've got for PPI.
I was gonna say Ortus is probably gonna hate me because I root for Bravo and I don't have a good track record.
That is true. PPI brings a Delny. It's our first time seeing a Delny in this entire tournament. He's gonna go kiss the Gdansk, and there's another Delny, followed by a Daring. San Martin, unique upgrade Moskva, unique upgrade Des Moines, Montana, and an Ohio. Putin, what do you got to the south?
We have I'm just gonna smoke Gumo because he's not full. We have a Gdansk, a Druid. Smoke Gumo is heading towards apples, while the Gdansk Druid looks like they're heading towards bacon. heading over to Donut is San Martin and Vermont. That's going to be an interesting push to see. That will never happen because that's probably the kite side. We have a Brisbane, let's see, unique Moskva, reload Moskva. Ledgemont Moskva is going with Montana, who forgot to bring all the flags. They are going to Apples.
He didn't have 2 flags last game.
I was going to say, reload Moskva looks like he's going to park on the bottom of B at the G5 island.
This is pretty typical.
A little bit safer spot. Because usually you send Des Moines /Salem /Minotaur /low concealment cruisers to the island right next to B.
So you can put a Des Moines or something here. That is true. We've seen even teams put a Kremlin there. But this Moskva position are super common. There should be no surprises. We already have contacts. I'm going to zoom in. We're going to take a look at how this initial contact plays out.
Well, ironically, because of this engagement of everybody shooting the daring, the Gdansk, smoked up, which gives his position away at Apples.
Yep. I'm interested in this also. Sorry, go ahead.
I think he's a little bit too tunnel vision on the Druid to realize there's a Brisbane shooting him now. I don't. This is not going to work out well for the Gdansk.
No. Here he goes.
And that did not work out well for the Gdansk.
Nope.
Quite frankly, all because he smoked up the wanna shoot a Druid. That I just want to point out is still alive.
Druid is one of my favorite ships in the game, actually, at tier 10. I think, is it a Research Bureau? I think it's Research Bureau that you get it with.
I'm pretty sure you're pronouncing FDR all wrong.
And what's so fun about the Druid, she only has the 2 guns, and that's it. He doesn't even have torpedoes. She's got the 2 bow guns, and those guns only shoot AP. So what you do is you point the bow at the enemy and fire off your guns. You've got a heal, and you've got a smoke, and you've got hydro to protect yourself from torpedoes. The big problem with Druid, and we saw Arbitrator do that a minute ago, is he opened up in clear water to get shot at. He's doing it again right now. Why? Because Haragumo is detected, and he's trying to distract the Des Moines, or at least get free shots in. Now, I'm surprised to see that the Druid player is not taking heavy AP. This is a must, in my opinion, on the Druid, because you can only fire AP. So why not make your AP shells even stronger?
I mean, I completely agree. The Druid falls in one of those specialty ships, in my opinion, and you really punish broadside anything. Granted, it's going to take a while to punish a battleship. Unless that happens. Jesus, we missed that.
Wow.
I guess.
Well, he did get stuck against the island, so yeah, I could see that.
Well, did he get stuck, or was the food order delayed?
I don't know. Either way, he was broadside to that Montana while we were watching the Des Moines action. Very early death for that battleship. 2 ships down now.
The corpse would have done some massive damage too, just due to him being stuck. But to get back to the Druid, it's one of those specialty ships. Play into the specialty. Like, you could have chunked this Des Moines for so much, which I agree with him opening up, smoke or no smoke. The Des Moines broadside. Punish it. And you can literally do that with the Druid. It will be punished.
Yes. And actually, she's fantastic at dealing with other destroyers, because again, all you do is point the bow at the enemy and use your hydro to dodge any torpedoes coming, blah, blah, blah. It's just such an easy ship. You just hold down left mouse button and worry about other things with your brain.
Well, San Martin, Ohio from Ppeye has finally made contact with the San Martin, Vermont for Ortus.
Yep. I mean, PPI needs to do something big. They're down 2 ships already. And it's about to be 3.
Ironically, being down ships, they still have the caps because Ortus has yet to really, like, they're now they're. Well, I say they were now going to get A, but yeah, now with the Moskva sitting on it shooting, that's never going to happen.
Well, the bigger concern I have is if the Des Moines backs up far enough.
You know, looking at this, I'm questioning why is this Moskva not rushing the Des Moines with the Montana?
Yeah. What's he afraid of? I really don't understand. But that's okay.
There's no battleship anymore, and if the Moskva wants to punish you, guess what he has to do? He has to come out.
Well, there's
which is actually what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That Moskva comes out, the Montana. Oh, guess what he's shooting at? A broadside Moskva. You know, Des Moines only has 1 turret for you as rear turret, if you play this correctly.
Well, either way, he chose the safe route, and he figures, okay, well, the Montana will just punch him in the nose. And he did. Not enough, though. Gotta wait for that reload to happen. So, whatever. And there we go. Back to the game. Arbitrator just sitting there in the Druid, lobbing shells over at the spotted Delny.
Why is the Druid not capping A? Like, why is the Gumo not out? Like, why is somebody called not Moskva on A cap to get it? You're losing D cap. You may be winning on ships, but I kind of have to tell you, these points can get out of hand with no caps. We've seen it before.
Oh, we absolutely have. My bigger question is this Vermont. Why is he moving southward like this? It's just now he's finally starting to turn back in. I mean, he's got to get up here to do something, right? To kill the Ohio, to deal with the San Martin. This San Martin kiting away, as you point out. They don't have any cap right now. No point gain. Oh, and it's good to see the Moskva decided to stay in the same exact spot so he can get shot at from everyone. And farmed out. This is a huge mistake pulling forward. I haven't talked about it in this tournament, but a lot of players, when they don't know what to do, the default decision is to go forward. Never do that. Not never, but most of the time you don't want to. You will go forward, you put you in firing arcs of so many more ships, might get you into a torpedo, etc., etc. Speaking of into torpedoes, hello, Mr. Gdansk. How hungry are you today? Boink. Good kill.
Well, fairly hungry.
PPI there. That gets 1 ship back for him. The Druid has decided to turn himself around, which is a smart decision. But he is under Moskva radar right now.
I was going to say, more importantly, the Druid finally got his head out of his I need to sit here in farm mode and went on to A to get it, realizing the Moskva was never going to do it.
Right. Oh, that's the Gumo. I'm sorry. That's the Gumo there, and the Druid went into A and then is flipped up. Ortus does lose the Moskva because, well, he sat there forever and then moved forward to get farmed and killed. Ppeye is going to lose their daring.
Gumo making inky.
Oh, that's good. Make inky for the Brizzy. If only that Moskva up to the north had radar available. Obviously, they know he used it, which is why they're moving the Brizzy forward.
I'm sure they got called to possibly catch this Druid. But, I mean, Ortus was wise in we're not going to put the Brisbane there until we know this radar was used. Like,
absolutely.
You saw them delay this.
Super long range Vermont shells on Moskva. Okay.
I think I don't think the Gumo really needs to move. I would have liked to see the Gumo literally just sit where he was because he keeps the Moskva spotted.
Look at the Druid. The Delny came back to protect the Moskva's rear. Druid is out of heals. Arbitrator is completely out of heals.
What?
Maybe you should, like,
he's-
stop shooting? Well, you can't.
No,
go back
he's under
anyways.
hydro. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, why aren't you using smoke? And I was like, oh, look, there's a little hydro symbol above the Moskva. I wonder if he's using it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have brought a fighter.
There's the radar that's going to catch the Brisbane out. Is the Moskva looking and ready for it? He is. Brisbane got very lucky there.
Kumo opening up. Being the second cruiser, they need to kill this Moskva.
Well, he might as well. He's radared anyway. What does he care? And you can see it splits fire between him and the Brisbane. There goes the Moskva.
Ortus is taking decap back. They really love their donuts.
Yep, they've managed to get the brick into the decap. And now we've got the San Martin in the middle of the map with his radar banging away. They're trying to get this Haru down. Big hit there from the Montana.
Smoke
Tamerlan
finally
San
coming
Martin.
from Arbiter. Preserve his HP pool.
Yep, there goes the San Martin.
What, you mean the San Martin comes to last against everybody? Kind
I
of
mean,
shocked.
you know, yeah, he just had to hit the F key, but I guess he couldn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. Either way, I have a good feeling that Ortus is going to win this game, but
Oh look, the push I predicted early in the game of the San Martin Vermont finally is coming true. But I think it's a little too late because you guys already won. Downey's gonna die. Well, okay.
no, he's not. He's backing
Downey
up.
both Downey should die here. It looks like they're ignoring the Downeys and going, well, you know what? We can hit the battleship easier.
I mean, once they kill the battleship, then they just go kill the destroyers. Hey, speaking of which, Rick smashed the Delny, and all three ships just die, just like that.
They did this on purpose to us. They did this in unison just for us.
Synchronized dying, that's right. Okay, there's game 3. Let's set this one as a victory for Ortus. There we go, put the
Well
winner
played,
screen up.
Ortus. Well played to them, not completely panicking while having no caps and just going, our game plan was come on, kill. We're going to do that. We're still in a good position. They're not.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Was there? I'm gonna go find this one.
Whoa.
Do me a favor and see if you can find Sleep versus A-O. A-O. Sleep versus A-O.
Okay.
Get in there and just park.
They're
They're in game now. That's fine.